In this video, we're going to go skiing with our G.I. Joes. We finally got some snow here, so we thought we'd do a little how-to, how we set things up, what seems to get the best results, which Joes are the best skiers, and we're finally going to get our classifieds out there on the ski slope and see how those 6-inch figures do. Our participants today are the original Snow Job, then Windchill skis, but I don't think that's Windchill, 25th release Modern Figure Snow Job, and then Modern Snake Eyes in his snow outfit, but with the Modern Arctic Threat 50th anniversary skis. And then we've got Classified Snow Job and Classified Snow Serpent. So you might notice, and it's a little surprising, how different the ski designs are. So you look at that 50th Snow Job there with Snake Eyes, the skis he's using. They're huge and they're really well shaped. Whereas you look at the original ones and they're very simple, straight. Then the black ones have a little bit more of a parabola. And then the 25th Snow Job skis are kind of back to the basic kind of look. And then look at these. The classified ones are really disappointing. They're pretty much just like flat, like those things you used to eat ices with when you were a kid, made of wood. There's no curve in them, no bend. So I'm worried those are going to dig in. All right, let's start off with the best skis. These are the ones that came with the 50th anniversary Snow Job Arctic Threat. The really big skis look like modern skis, modern designs. And you could see going through the powder, the untouched snow, he was kind of going a little off course. So I kind of used my hand to create sort of like a little path. That works okay, but then what you really have to do is sort of create channels, kind of lines in the snow, just by running the figure down the slope the way you want him to go. And there you can see that helped a lot. He started to go straighter. You really need to avoid any kind of bumps. Keep it as smooth and as subtle as possible because these figures are so small that the slightest bump or crack or anything will jam up their skis. So here's another run. And he's kind of still going off course, so just going to keep trying that. And there we go. That's a really good run. And you can see those skis track well. They deal with any kind of little bits of snow. He rides over, you know, and up onto the snow as opposed to the skis kind of jamming into it and getting caught. Now, I like this figure because he's able to spread his legs out. The original figure that came with the skis, the Snow Job, you couldn't kind of spread his legs out because of the skirt of his jacket. And that's why I don't really use that figure. It's kind of a bummer, but I love this the Snake Eyes figure. He looks like he's ready for the winter, and he's able to get a good pose, you know, kind of straight up and down. That works best with the skiing. Now here's 25th anniversary Snow Job with his skis. And those skis just aren't big enough for the figure, for the weight of the figure. And the height of him, you can see he just kind of like nosedives. You know, just doing a lot of flips over the front. You know, they look good on his backpack. They look good when you put them on the shelf, but they're just not functional. So then when I give him those 50th, the Arctic Threat skis, he just shines. And that's the aesthetic that you kind of look. You want Snow Job skiing down, you know, down the slope and really, really, you know, like nailing it. Love these slow motion crashes too, or the jumps. It's just awesome, man. iPhones with the slow-mo. You get the, you know, the snow flying in the air and those extra bounces and the flex in the ski. It's just very fun. All right, so that was the good. Here's the bad and the ugly. That wasn't so bad. So those black skis that come with, Windchill, those are pretty good. They actually cut through the snow pretty well. You can see he's doing pretty good, actually. But the original Real American Hero Snow Job, those skis they just aren't that good. I don't know if it's because they're so straight or what, or it's kind of similar to what happened to the 25th. They just don't track well, and they don't seem to like give him enough like lift on the snow, so he just doesn't slide that well. But those Windchill skis are really good. Those are like in second place, I guess, right behind the you know, the 50th Arctic Threat skis. So I'm trying to give him some more runs. Let's see, you know, trying to create those tracks, which really help a lot, you know, and make them kind of like travel better. You know, try different poses. I've tried different poses over the year, but straight up and down just seems to be the best. That just works the best. And there he goes. I think if those were a little bigger, he'd get like more speed and more momentum. Okay, now onto the classified figures. I know some of you would be excited to see this. I'm not a huge classified collector, but I was so excited to see Snow Job as a classified figure. I had to have him. I really wanted to try him out and have him ski. And right away, I could see the problem was happening. It's got those like kind of popsicle stick, like no curve in the front kind of skis, and they're digging into the snow like right away. I'm trying to flatten it, but I kind of know it's not going to work. Try it again, and they just dig in. I really think they messed up those skis. I don't know why they made them so flat and didn't give them a little, like curve on the end. I guess they just figure no one's going to play with these. It doesn't matter as long as they look good on his backpack. That's what matters. But functionally, they just don't have what it takes. They probably have to be a little bit longer in the front too. I might go and 3D model some skis. That would be kind of cool. Maybe try next year to get them going. But I'm not super motivated to really go through all the back and forth and iteration on that. I was kind of annoyed and like pissed off a little bit, so I just kind of threw him in the snow. I was really excited to get Snow Job out there and skiing, and he looked like his skis look like they should work, but they just don't. And then I knew this wasn't going to work with the Snow Serpent, like the snowboard. It's a cool idea, but there's no way he's going to balance, and especially with those popsicle sticks. Okay, so let's rate the results. I rated every one on a scale of 1 to 10, kind of based on a number of things. It's pretty random, but I think obviously Snake Eyes on those 50th anniversary Arctic Threat skis was the best and the most fun figure to play with. It just skied really well, did really well, as it has in the past years. I think I gave a 7 to the Wild Chill skis, those black skis. Those are really good. They work really well and are the best of the Real American Hero skis you're going to get. It might be worth like painting some white, if you really want to take your figures out. I gave a 5 to Snow Job the 25th, just because of his skis didn't perform that well. They look great though. But it might be cool if they packaged him, and maybe they did package him with those other skis, the ones Snake Eyes is using. I gave a 2 to a Real American Hero, Snow Job. I mean, he's the original, but those skis just don't work that well. I don't even remember trying to use them as a kid. Maybe I did, but they just aren't that functional. They're too small. But hats off to them for including skis with an action figure and kind of getting this whole thing rolling. So then with the classified, they were a real disappointment. I mean, Snow Job, I gave him a 1 just because they didn't work. I guess I could have given him a 0, but they did stay on his feet, so the pegs worked better than his backpack peg does. So that was nice that they stayed on his feet. There's hope. Maybe we'll design some 3D skis to get him working. And I gave a 3 to the Snow Serpent because this is the first time I've seen a figure with a snowboard. They give it a try something different, kind of interesting idea. I don't see how it's going to work. Maybe they'll give you an outrigger like they did with the windsurfing kind of thing you could get with a Real American Hero. It had the little outrigger. That might be cool. But all in all, this is really fun. I mean, it's awesome to get your action figures out there and play with them a little bit in the yard, and especially when it's like, some natural terrain like the snow. We set it up on the slide, and it's just like a great place to do the ski jumping. And we've done it in the past, so hope to continue doing that in the future. I hope you found this video interesting. Maybe it'll get you to put your Joes in a box and bring them out in the snow and play with them. That would be fantastic. I hope you enjoyed the video. Hope to see you in the next one. And yo Joe in the snow.